Hello, I'm Kimberlie Acosta, and this is RezStyle. I'm here with Sam Bagay from Chicago. You want to tell us about your new store line?
Yes, my name is Sam Bagay. I'm a full-blooded Navajo. I reside in Chicago, Illinois. We started this line called Navajo Sam, where we decorate a lot of products. My wife and the family, we do the fleece, so us natives can have some beautiful things also, and they're very reasonable.
How did you come up with designing all the different purses and chairs?
Well, the story started, I wanted a new Escalade. No. No, we just seen a lot of products out there, like the white man's version of native products and stuff, but we wanted our own version of the real native. You know, we had the stereotype where a teepee, bow and arrow, tomahawk, they figured that's Native American, but that's not really true. So what we design are more native for us, for our people and stuff here throughout Indian country.
What kind of accessories do you have all with your native fleece?
Well, we have a line of t-shirts. We also got sandals, slippers, pretty much a variety. We're starting a new line with strollers. We have baby strollers. We have onesies. We also do shorts. Pretty much we can do anything. If we can fleece it, we can do it.
How's the reception been in receiving all of your new products, and how long have you been doing these new products?
Well, this is going to be our second year. We've been doing very well on our products. We've been featured in Native People, Native Hoops, a lot of magazines, and a lot of the young people and the older people, they really love our product, and they really like it that we're reasonable and everything, affordable.
Do you have any other new products coming out besides the baby strollers?
Yes, we have a new line for babies, like snowshoes, jumpers, and we also got a lot of winter boots coming out. We got a lot of new jackets and everything that we'll be having this winter for the holidays.
Tell me more about your family. You guys have been on the powwow trail for a lot of years and doing a lot of things for all the different native youth and dancing.
Yeah, like I said, we first started as a family. We came from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I met my wife out there. We moved up to Chicago, where I'm from. And we do a lot where with the boys, we're doing dancing, we're promoting them, getting involved. Also with Kimberlie, they done a lot with Indian motorcycle, and we've done a lot of ads and other things. Then we went into doing jewelry, doing powwow stuff. And that eventually went on to doing silver jewelry, gold jewelry, and now we're into clothing. Pretty much we do everything. Then on our off months, we also do snow plowing in Chicago.
How did you encourage your kids to continue to, I see that they follow on with your guys' tradition and they become very hard workers just like you and your wife. What was it that you instilled in them to give them that?
Well, I always encourage, they always like beautiful things. I say the only way you're going to get nice things, you have to work hard. And also a strong right hook right here. No, I'm just kidding. No, we've been very blessed that our kids do follow our tradition to keep up our role because, you know, a lot of them stereotype, they think about us that we're alcoholic, drug problem. We have a lot of suicide on red, but we're trying to let people know we have a lot of positive things and our futures are coming up to have politicians and a lot of other good things going our way. So education is the main role. So I'm very proud of how my family turned out to be.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there that know who you guys are, but why don't you give a little rundown of the kids and the wife and what everyone's doing now and where they started out?
Well, my oldest son, Samuel, he still dances on the road. He ended up finding a nice per cap mama, so he's hanging out. I think Michael, he was working for the Potawatomi Casino. He was doing chef work. Then I have my son here, Jamie. He stays home. And then I have my other son, Raymond. They're with me, and then my daughter, Aaliyah, and then also my lovely wife, Glenda. She's here with us, and she's the backbone of the family. So that's pretty much where everybody's at, and like I said, we're still here.
We're here with Glenda Bagay. She's the backbone of the Bagay family and what is it, the Navajo Sam new line of accessories?
Yeah, native fleece accessories and products, and we're always coming up with new things every year. So we have a big line coming up for the fall season. We got a new jacket, fleece jackets. We call them compass jackets. Has a little compass right along the zipper. And then we got leather mittens coming out, all fleeced up. So, like my husband said, if we can fleece anything, we can fleece it up. So, yeah. So that's our product, you know.
Where did you guys begin before you got to this stage of the products? Because I know that they've evolved over the years.
Yes, when my three older sons were small, every place we, shopped at, at the malls or stores, and we always try to look for native products, anything with native designs. We could never ever find any And then, of course, there was Pendleton, but then Pendleton is pretty expensive, and it is wool, and then you can't wash it. You just got to dry clean it, so that's a little costly too. So I always had that, idea in the back of my mind that I wanted to do something where it's more affordable and it's kind of native looking. So when this new blanket came out, it's fleece, native design, and it's washable and it's affordable. So I thought, hey, it's a good idea to start doing something. So I started doing little things, like little jackets, little vests, started making stuff like that. And we go to powwows and set up, stuff, and we'll sell out. So that kind of motivated me to make more stuff. And then I get different ideas, start doing my fan cases with zippers, fleece them up, and they sell out. Then I went into shoes because I started getting requests for shoes for kids. So that motivated me. So I started fleecing up. It's almost like a Converse style where I fleece the lip of it. Mm-hmm. It folds down, and yeah, I do those, and that's a good seller too. The kids love them. They love them, especially back to school. And then, of course, talking about back to school, we have backpacks too, fleece backpacks. We have sandals, slippers, boots for wintertime. So, yeah, we got all sorts. So,
If you could give advice out in Indian country to the youth and to other families, what would that be?
Well, like I go out through Chicago to CPS for Title VII, I go out through Indian country to tell the kids, we need more leaders. Everybody could be a follower, and we always try to tell them to stay away from bad people, gangs, doing drugs. There's only two outcomes that will happen. One, you end up in jail. Second, you end up dead. So I really encourage our youth to take advantage of all those programs we have out there for education and that, and also to better ourselves and everything. So that's what I really stand. Education is the role and the goal, so we could have a voice out there in Indian country.
Do you have any advice that you want to share with other families on the Powwow Trail and anyone that's looking at being an entrepreneur?
yes, keep those kids motivated, keep them inspired. Sure, education's, very important. Like my husband and I were always talking about education, keep education, motivated, and motivate your kids, get them into craft doing. It's going to benefit them in the long run. That's what I did with my kids, and now I'm proud, they're kind of stepping in our footsteps too. So, yeah, they're doing their thing too with their fleece work and stuff. So, yeah, get those kids doing crafts because, once you get the background of crafts, that'll carry with you throughout life. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about what the older boys are doing beyond what we heard from your husband. I know that I was talking with Michael. He was talking about that he's doing artwork, and Jamie's doing...
Well, yeah, he didn't mention my second oldest, which is Jamie. His nickname's Bear. So, but he went to college. He did 2 years of college in Albuquerque. He was taking accounting, but he didn't really quite, I guess that's not what he wanted to do, but he's still young, he'll find his niche. So eventually he did. So he took over our jewelry business. So he's doing all our dance belts. He's doing spreaders, armbands for the dancers. So that's his job. So he's becoming a very dedicated silversmith too. So he's getting hands-on training through his dad. So that's what he's doing.
All right, I'm here with Jamie Bagay. You are the middle.
Yeah, I'm the second oldest. I am the second oldest out of the Bagay boys. I dance men's northern traditional. I'm the one that danced with the feather head on top of my head, and I'm the one that's the oddball out of my brothers.
I remember I've watched you since you were just so high out there dancing around and being with your family. And what amazes me is I remember when you guys were little, and y'all needed to get dressed when I did a photo shoot of you,
yes.
And you all worked together. I've never seen such three little boys working together instead of fighting. What did your parents do to be able to get that out of such young boys?
Well, the reason why we were helping each other because I remember we were little boys, and I remember like when we got excused, we always want to get into our street clothes so we could run around, but not to run around in our regalia. So here my mom said, if you want to get undressed, you got to do it yourself and all. So that's why we help each other, and also too, thank God for duct tape. That really helped us out instead of dropping our stuff out there. That really holds us up. So thanks to duct tape out there for real. That really saved my life out there.
I heard you're taking over the silversmith work.
Oh, yes, I am. I'm taking over the silversmith position out of my father. My dad's just a supervisor. He'll spot it out. Even though he have a bad eye, he'll still catch it. But, I don't try to be cheap on the shine, but it's always $1 million shine, though. I always do it. I always love it, and it's a lot of patience. But if you have that patience, you're golden on that silversmith.
Do you have any advice for dancers or young people who want to become entrepreneurs?
Yes, I have a lot. There's a lot, advice I can give you. If you want to talk to me, come in person. But the best advice in life is that go with your heart, go with your passion, and all that. Usually, it's right under your nose, which is right. It's been right here my whole life, which is my father. Doing silversmith. So, I love doing what I do. It's been there since since I was a little boy, watching my dad over his shoulder. Even though he yelled at me, telling to get out of the room and all that, because he wanted his own time and patience and his own thought. But I always sit right there by the door and watching my dad work. But it's a lovely thing to do because it's just a one piece of metal right there in front of you. You can do a lot of million things to it, and it's so credible to show the person that you're doing it for. And that's like the best part. Seeing the person's reaction. That's like the best part I love to do, and that's what I love to do is silversmith. So yeah. The best part about it is a lot of people will give you negativity and all that, put you down, but don't let it ever put you down. You always go with your heart and just keep going, and just say your prayers, and God will always be with you. You're never alone in life. So just go with your passion, like I always tell the kids and all that. But dancing, it just takes times and practice. It's always practice, practice, practice. Always practice those songs. Move everything out of your living room or in your basement and that. Just practice in that area, you'll be good. So just like I said, just keep practicing. That's the only best way to be a best dancer in the world.
Thank you for giving me a few of your wise words.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh, thanks again, Kimberlie. You've always been there. Yep.
Yeah. And both Sonny and Michael are starting to set out on with their own stand as well, right? With all the different products you guys do?
Yes. Samuel, my oldest, he's following into his dad's footsteps. He's getting into jewelry too, and fleece blankets and fleece material stuff. And he's traveling the powwow circuit too. And whenever he can, he still dances. Yeah, so. And also Michael, that's my youngest. He's the one that went to school for culinary arts. He graduated and he landed a job in Mount Pleasant, but he eventually went to a better job. So he's up in Northern Carter now. So, and at the same time, he's taking college classes for I believe it's geometric or graphic arts. Yeah, it's media. I know it's media arts. So yeah, so he's just enjoying it. So and then he's also still traveling powwow circuit. So.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So it's nice having you.
You too. Well, no, thank you for joining me. Is there anything else that we're missing? Do you have a website?
Oh, yes. If you enjoy our products, you want to know more, go on Facebook, punch in Navajo Sam, and there we are. We pop up in that. But if you have any other questions, you can reach us at begaysofchicago@yahoo.com.
I want to thank you for joining me. It's Kimberlie Acosta on RezStyle, Indian Country TV.
All right. Thank you.